It's showtime.
Looks like Tigers.
Good morning.
Everybody pat
Listen,
on
Tigers, baby. Go Tigers.
he's back.
Yeah, you dang Skippy.
Shut up, he's back. The show will never be the same again on a Thursday.
I'll never be the same.
Let's just carry on. Thank you, Brad.
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM. Let me just go ahead and get it out of the way right now.
LSU.
Happy birthday, Jamie.
Happy birthday
to you.
To me, okay?
65.
You're 56.
I have now
I got dyslexia.
reached Dusty's age.
Oh,
Social Security,
Dusty
buddy.
Jones, and want to thank y'all for getting up with a special edition of the program today because Dusty's back with us on a Thursday morning. And Shut Up's back.
yay. Yes,
Right
he
here.
Yeah.
is.
Right here. Go Tigers.
You told me you were switching from LSU after this year because
Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. Hey, I'm a Bama fan.
Huh? You what?
Wow.
Yeah.
They cut
Overall,
some of them
Zach,
He will in November.
yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. We'll get right to it. Let's go to the weather and get it out of the way for the weekend.
Oh, it's going to be easy today. 69 degrees out there right now. Get out and enjoy. You better, because rain is on its way. 80% chance of rain today in the forecast. Yeah, I think so. That's good. We do need some more rain, I guess. Probably not an all-day thing, but on and off, so keep an umbrella close. High temperatures today around 90. Tomorrow, 87. 80% chance of rain yet again. Saturday looks like 50% chance of those showers. 88 for that high, according to the Weather Channel. That is, and then things will dry out just in time for church Sunday. See you at Lindsay Lane. Sunday school at 9 o'clock and service at 10:30. And savewithgloria.com if you need a mortgage, want to refinance.
We don't have
that'll
Sunday school
Check it
Sunday.
out. That's right. It's game day. 9:15. Join us on the lawn there at Lindsay Lane.
Yeah.
Wear your colors and
Tailgate.
free donuts,
Sunday?
juice, and coffee.
Yeah. So
Real
don't nobody be wearing LSU colors
That's
though.
right.
Yeah, there will be somebody out there wearing LSU colors.
They
So
won't,
Joseph, you did that
they won't get in if they are.
Yeah, I wanted to wear my Auburn.
God,
I even had it pulled out and decided not to wear my Auburn today because it was your birthday.
Really?
If I'd have known, I'd have wore Alabama today if I'd known it was his birthday.
Hey, you've always been over on set too. Reggie, how are you this morning?
Doing fantastic.
That was the best company I could put you in this morning.
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Coach Pugh, you got a big game tonight. You got to get out here early, so we'll try to get with you just a second. And Coach Skipworth, hey, y'all playing each other tonight.
We are.
They are.
Yeah, are you gonna be there?
I'm going to be there unless it's lightning and raining.
Let's have a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before we go
Hey,
any further,
I got one thing.
Yeah.
LSU's winning the SEC this year. 12-0,
Oh,
baby.
whatever. That's the funniest thing we'll hear all day.
Let me
Yeah.
show y'all what I brought up here this morning. Got out of the cabinet.
Baby Jamie. Are
Baby
you kidding?
Jamie.
Hey, look at them. No, get up close, because those are
Baby
girls.
Jamie.
They're girls.
They are girls'
They got
shoes.
laces
I
on.
don't care. Whatever my parents could afford. This is what I came out of the hospital with.
I would have thought that's a lot. It's got a $3 tag on the side of
Golly.
it.
Hey, let's
Well, hey, I was an expensive baby.
sell those on eBay.
They thought you were girls, what it was.
I don't think that anymore. Hey, let's go to Zack right now on sports right after we pulled All-Star Plumbers to talk to Chuck yesterday. The man who gave me my hi-hat line.
Yeah, he did.
You did.
All right, welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County, and also by Applebee's Tailgate Talk, where you'll be able to hear Coach Pugh and other coaches talk about their games Thursday and Friday nights, and we'll also have former Auburn long snapper Forrest Hill, who also happens to work with one of our guys, Lucas Terry, so he'll be on Saturday morning. High school football tonight, West and East. Cavner Field tonight, it'll be on tonight 7 o'clock, so hopefully the rain will hold off and it'll be all good and we'll have a good night for football. Some of the other games going on tomorrow night, Decatur and Austin, which we've been hearing about that. That'll be the first time they playing on Austin's field. Hartsville and Brooks, Athens, Gardendale. You've got.
Don't go through that whole
I'm
list
just
of
going
games,
to the
Zach.
local games.
Come on,
People
Zach.
want to know.
Come on,
I'm the
man.
sports director,
Zach.
Jamie. But they care more than Elmont, Ardmore, Clements, and Tanner. I know. Hey, y'all, if y'all want local sports, email me, BamaZack@gmail.com. Because I'm trying to make it local and loving
You
it.
act like it's your birthday or something.
Zach, tell him
I'm
who you
trying.
are. Tell him who you are.
I'm a sports director.
Tell him that's right.
Hey, Gunner.
Tell him you quit. Zach,
You ain't gonna fly tonight.
Once you get on the field tonight, you start calling.
If I do that, Coach Pugh's throwing me over the fence. I have been.
They ain't gonna have a short on tonight. He's going to wear shorts.
I'm glad to be back, Zach. You make my
I
whole
got
day,
khaki
buddy.
shorts and
That's not a lightning strike you're seeing.
my white legs. Hey, and the big games this weekend, of course, Auburn, Washington will be at 2:30, and Alabama and Louisville.
Yep.
And if anybody's watching,
Hey, LSU, buddy.
Oh, they play
We're
Miami.
playing Miami.
Yeah.
You're right. Y'all playing
But,
Louisville.
if anybody's watching Rolling with the Tide, that last episode last night, Coach Saban let them know that they were running their math and said they're talking about you. Let's see what you're going to do. So keep talking, Louisville. That's
That
all I got to
Louisville,
say.
Louisville, I sent you that. You
That's
can
a
see that
beatdown.
Louisville.
Yeah.
That ain't a block. All right.
I don't feel
All right, I got a few photographs before we play Judge Jamie. Let me talk about me just for a moment. One of my favorites. I did get a birthday
Shocking.
present.
You
Oh,
did.
it's a nice one, too. I mean, it's a
Behave.
nice one.
Let's see it.
Oh, man, you ain't going to believe what she
He's
got me
laying
for
in
my
it,
birthday.
Brad.
It's awesome, too. Weighs about 200 and something pounds.
If it goes along with those shoes there with
There
lace on
it is
it,
right there.
A tire.
A tractor tire.
you can't even pick that up.
I flipped that thing
Flips it.
22 times
Yeah, with
yesterday.
Reggie over there, maybe.
Well, I flipped it.
I'm only about, what,
It ain't easy. That's probably why I can't walk
17?
today. Well, that's what I call him Mr. T.
Mr. T.
What else we got? This guy came up to me at the gas station the other day. Says, Jamie, I've been watching you since I was a kid. I forgot his name. That's his little boy with him, but I want to say hello to them this morning. Can't get out
Morning.
nowhere. Everybody won't get the picture made. Anyway, what else we got?
Valley Smiles. Hey, we were there yesterday.
Took Ziggy down there and get her teeth clean.
You got a teeth straightener in there? Got that?
She actually just laid in the purse the whole time. Sweet.
I just think you put it in your pocket.
There she is at Christy Balls' office. She just makes her rounds.
Yes, she does.
That's Robert in the background.
I didn't see Robert. Eddie Pruitt Ford, she's been there too.
Now, there's a man who
There's
gets his
Eddie.
money worth for advertising. I seen a guy over there the other day. Jonathan Bearhead bought about two F-250s, brand
family.
new.
I would love that. I should have bought an F-250.
You should have.
Instead of buying that 150.
All right, is that it?
We got
He's such a
Stacy
nice
coming up.
That, roll my intro for
Where's
Judge
Stacy?
J. Oh, Stacy, gotta get Stacy in. Oh, we got a
Stacy's
couple
been
more.
there
Wait a minute,
forever.
I'm ready, Zach.
Yeah, you see.
That's me on the right, Joseph.
Yep.
It sure
Me on the right. I ain't
is.
had a chance to say that.
That's
Now
right.
I'm ready, Zach.
Sneaking up on me.
Now it's time to play. And Roger, can you hear me now? I sent Zeke over to sports over there. What's it? Not ortho anymore. It's
TOC.
TOC. Lewis Nee.
Yeah,
I
what's the
got
Peter
in and
Clinic?
seen Dr. Boyette over that way. Y'all remember how to play, Reggie?
I met him the other day.
Wrong answer. Right answer. I'm going to skip down here and do a bunch of rats and stick with me. How much is Aaron Rodgers guaranteed in his new contract?
105 million.
110 million.
108. something.
98
Lot.
million.
107.5 million.
Who said 103?
I did.
I said 108.
I said 100.
And
Donnie's
USA Today
back.
this morning, he makes more than our resident Baptist preacher.
Not much more though.
103 million guaranteed and 67 million before the end of the calendar year.
Yeah.
Doing okay.
He's doing Wrangler
He's
jean.
not worth that.
What, Greg?
Doing Wrangler jean commercial.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, for 100 some million, he can do
That's a
anything
little
much work he
side
wants.
money.
All right, a couple quick questions here, Dusty. You might be the only one that knows this right here. You were born about 6 months before, so you were born in 1952. Since I was born today in 1953, it makes me 65 years old. How many days have I been born?
How many
How many days you been on this
How
earth?
many days?
You've been around.
No, is it 900,000?
23,741
I was
days
going to say
Let's go pull that
24,000.
as we play worldwide.
Because I just take 300.
How many days
That don't make sense.
sleeping 8 hours a day would I have slept in that 23,741? How many
Years.
days? How many years would I have slept?
Yeah, years.
25.
16,000, I mean, 6,000 and,
20 years.
7,800.
Greg's close. 22 years.
yeah, 6,000
years.
some days. So.
That's right. If I was a dog, and Rover is my middle
Times
name
7,
officially,
times 7 years.
how many years old
How
would
many
I
dog
be in
years?
dog years?
36.
200,
17.
What'd you say?
230.
210
Oh, yeah, that's right.
years old, something like that.
276.
I just,
All right,
I'm estimating.
Reggie.
I'm terrible with mine.
Evidently. Who was president when I was born?
Roosevelt.
George Washington.
Kennedy.
George Washington.
Lyndon Johnson.
Eisenhower's the right
Eisenhower,
answer.
yeah.
That's what I was.
Eisenhower is the right answer.
Who's that?
George
White
Washington.
D.
You are
I'm gonna
OJ.
come back there in just a minute. I got a couple other things, but I'm gonna back up here and go 100 years back. I got this from my buddy Mickey Neely sent me this.
Nobody got nothing right
The
yet.
life expectancy 100 years ago was what for a man?
Was
62 years.
71.
68.
68.
47.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm long lived past mine.
Go back
1918.
2,000 years ago, they were, I
Good
mean,
night.
Where did you get fuel for vehicles?
at a gas station.
What was that?
Fuel for cars in 1918 was sold where?
At the general store.
Sears.
The general store.
5 and dime.
Car,
Close enough.
car-
Drugstore.
Drugstore.
General.
What percentage of homes in the United States had a bathtub 100 years ago?
13%.
About 2%.
Greg, that's a good answer. 14%.
Wow.
Wow.
What percent had a telephone?
2%.
5%.
That's close enough. 8%.
Yeah.
What was the maximum speed limit?
25 miles an hour.
32.
15.
10. Right answer.
Golly.
The average U.S. wage 100 years ago in 1918
$30 a year.
was what an hour?
Oh,
25 cents.
about 15 cents an
Good
hour.
answer. 22 cents. And they made $200,
over
$400 a
$100.
year. A dentist made $2,500.
What are the preachers make?
95% of all the births took place at
Corn,
home.
beans.
Sugar cost what a pound back then?
8 cents.
4
4
cents.
cents
2
is
cents,
right,
yeah.
Reggie. You got it. Eggs were 14 cents a dozen.
That's 100 years ago.
Huh?
You sound like Zack and his local and loving it stuff.
Hey, I was trying
But
to
here's one, the last one of these here. What did women wash their hair with back? They only washed their hair once a month 100 years ago.
Live soap.
What?
Lord.
Borax or egg yolks?
That was close.
Huh?
That's not
gracious.
I was going to say water too because it makes it shiny, right?
Ivory.
Here we go.
Crisco.
Back to me for a moment.
Yeah, that's better.
No
Joseph,
kidding.
this is the only one you may get right here. In 1953, what was the #1 automotive or automobile sold?
Ford.
Model T.
The Bel Air.
1953.
53,
We're back to
right.
53 now.
Okay, okay, you moved up.
53 Chevy.
52
Most
Ford.
popular vehicle sold
Corsair.
that
Oh,
year.
Edsel.
Making
Grabber. No, the Ford Edsel
Grabber.
didn't make it. Ford Edsel didn't
Grabber.
make it. It got-
Sunroof cab.
But it was ahead of its time because it had everything on the steering
The
wheel.
Chevrolet sold the most, but what was the most popular
The
vehicle?
Ford, the Model 52.
Corvette. That was the first year of the
First year of the Corvette.
Yep. I had to think about it for a second.
Got
They
it.
made 300 Corvettes. They were all identical, same color and everything.
They were automatic.
But here's the winner take all. Last question. I got one other question after this. What was the #1 song, and Dusty will probably sing it, of 1953?
Teardrops in my
Pop.
eyes. Lonely teardrops.
53. Must have been Perry Comower.
1953, what was the
It was by a
#1 song?
female.
Now, it goes in conjunction with my middle name.
In the still of the night.
Star Spangled
Rover?
Banner.
Rover.
Something to do with a dog?
Patty Page.
It's my partner.
Oh, what's that dog in the window?
Dog in the window. How much is that doggy
In the window,
It is Patty
Goes right along
Page
with you.
In 1953.
There it
Play it now.
How much is
Y'all can't hear, but I can.
dog
And the millions watching at home can hear it play.
with the
I can tell you that dog here. Oh, there it is right there. Last question.
How much is that?
And Clint,
Thank you,
Legg,
Brad.
thank you for showing up. You may want to go ahead and have a seat on the end. You may be eligible for this last one.
I'm good.
All right, here we go.
I want to say
Huh?
welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Down in Florida, there's a security guard by the name of Paul Flart. What is his claim?
Paul Bart?
Flart. What is his claim
Jamie,
to
I can't
fame?
believe you're doing this story.
He's the guy that they made the movie Mall Cop after.
That's a good answer, but wrong.
That was good. That was a good.
Goes
one.
with his
Joe.
name.
What is his
He
claim?
farted the Star Spangled Banner or something. He farted songs.
He what?
He farted songs.
That's close enough. Right now, here's what he got fired the other day, and he videotaped you.
Oh, because
What
he was keeping track with it on
He's
Facebook
got
or
a couple of, have you heard about him?
Yeah, on YouTube. He was keeping track on YouTube and all his
He
farts.
worked for a hospital, and the acoustics were so, he said, I just ripped one day. in the lobby of the hospital where I'm working, and the acoustics were so good, I started recording my farts. So now he's got a fart YouTube channel.
I heard it on the news.
But yet he got fired from his real job.
Come on,
And
man.
supposedly, there's somebody in this room starting their own fart channel.
Zack.
Zack!
Oh, come on.
I knew that.
Come on!
Brian.
Hey,
What in the world? What kind of outfit is that?
Zack is a 1981 Athens High School Golden Eagle Blue Flamer.
Come on, Skip.
Look at Zack. There he is.
We'll come back
Poor
with the three
Zack.
coaches from East Limestone in just a moment.
My
Zack
goodness.
Now,
included.
the assistant principal, Clint Legg, head football coach, Jeff Pugh, and assistant coach, Bama Zack Green. Y'all hang on.
Go Tigers.
Getting out of hand.
You see, Coach, somebody's got a coach in here. It's just like Dusty preaching on Sundays when he's
right.
there.
He's in
You know,
charge.
when he's up there, you got to be quiet. And if you leave early, he catches you. Kind of like Zack, man. You know.
I'll never get up and walk out if I'm there. I know he's going to say something. So.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Get out of here.
know how he does it, but somehow, Clint, he's got a view of everybody in there, and it's like, you know,
Well, he's up
2,000
on the
people in
stage.
there. They're supposed to be there. But if one of them leaves early, he'll know it.
He will. Apparently, Jamie left 5
Yeah,
minutes early.
he'll know.
He missed it.
He'll know. That's why a lot of people sit on the back. When they get out. All right, how's it looking this year?
We had a good week last week, but you know how it is with kids. You never know. If her girlfriend broke up with him this week, there's no telling what I'll get tonight. So that's the way it happens.
Girls, wait until after the game.
You're right.
That's right.
All right, you got a big game tonight. Let's go ahead and start with you. Play over at West. They beat Tanner last
I was
week.
saying East.
Playing East. So what's that going to happen?
Hopefully we'll have a big crowd, and like I said, I hope our kids don't overlook them because we went and watched them play last week, and they got a good team. The guys doing a good job. We got a new coach, Coach Shelby Davis, and they didn't run much, but they got a good running game. They're big up front, so you know we got some problems that we're going to have to overcome tonight, and hopefully our kids will play hard. They did last week, and you know you got to worry about kids getting overconfident because we had a real good showing last week, but. You know, I just think this bunch right here may be a little bit different. You know, they've showed me a lot of pride in our program, and they practiced hard. So, you know, hopefully, if I don't mess it up too bad, we'll be okay.
What is the? I'll get back to this question, man. Let me go over to Coach Legg here. How's the school this year? Assistant principal or principal?
How's the school?
Yeah, how's it going?
Well, it's we got several more kids over there in a growing area, and our hallways are built for a smaller place, and it's a little confusing at times. I wouldn't say confusion, but it's overcrowded.
So basically, you said you need to start a petition for a new school.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. I mean, it would be.
Well, I'm going to ask you this again last year too. Are you? I got to say hello right now to my old buddy Bobby Labby, who just sent me a text, happy birthday.
Oh,
I talked to
Bobby.
yesterday. So roll
Bobby.
tide, Bobby. Is it hard being on that sideline tonight and not being out there coaching?
Absolutely. It sure is.
You ever get caught up in the moment and
Yes.
start yelling?
All the time. I'm yelling
Oh,
everywhere.
hey, back up.
It's been real difficult.
Let's go to the man in the middle. Now, Zack, Coach Green,
I'm not.
what exactly is your job title?
My job is to make sure the right balls get out there, make sure those guys get water, make sure they got a towel to towel them down, and then after the game, clean it all up and make sure it goes in the washer and dryer.
Yes,
And
sir.
everything's picked up off the field. I have people helping me. I'm not doing it all by
You're in
myself.
charge.
Say, that's a lot
Well,
to
I don't know if I'm in charge. I got people. We all work together. I'll
And
put it like that.
if you have a play suggestion, do you go to the coach?
No, I stay out of that. But I don't want him. I don't want him to get run over. You know, you got to have a get back coach. And last year, somebody pulled him back, and he accused me of doing it. It wasn't me, but I got accused of it. So that's nothing new.
You're not saying he would ever lose his temper, are you?
Hey, I've been on sidelines with these guys for about 6-7 years now, so I've seen it all. I've got yelled at a couple times by both of them.
I didn't yell at you.
No.
All right,
Okay.
Jeff, you're right. What's it like go to that game tonight? I mean, the adrenaline and everything. Is this what you've worked since last season for tonight? Describe what goes through on a day like today for you. When are you the most excited?
When we walk out that door. If you're not excited when you walk outside tonight at about 15 till 7, you're playing the wrong game. Because I'll still say it. If for a kid, I don't know of anything that's more exciting than running out on that field with those lights on. It'll be packed. It'll be a lot of people there, and that's their chance to put on their show. We've been working toward this since 1 week after the season was over last year. We started back getting ready for this year. Those guys were seniors right then. I told them, and I think this is a good group. So, they've got a lot of enthusiasm about them. That's what you want. And if you don't show enthusiasm too, which I'm going to show it, I love the game.
Not you.
I love the game. I love to coach. I coach for free. I don't want the county to know that, but I coach for free. Okay, so but they'll get. I think they'll come out and play hard. And when you're on the sideline, you don't think about what all was going on in the stands. I heard one of the coaches last week say, I turned around and saw all those people. I don't ever turn around and look up and see how many people are in the stands. You don't think about it. But the kids know they're there. And, it's a good place at East Limestone on game night. You come over there, it's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, it is.
When you're down on the field, can you actually hear the people, certain people yelling?
I get headphones with both ears are covered, because there's some things you don't want to hear.
I got you.
Because I'll turn around and go back there, and that won't be good.
All right, let's skip. Good luck tonight, guys. Let's skip forward to this weekend. College football, one of our favorite subjects. What is your prediction for the Auburn-Washington game?
I think Auburn's going to beat them 2 touchdowns.
Really? You're
Yes.
the first one saying that. Zack?
I think Washington by 3.
Don't care. Wow. What about Notre Dame, Michigan? Hate both of them.
This may be a year where Notre Dame's going to be a little bit better. I hope they win. I don't like Michigan at all. I don't like that Harbaugh guy. They pump him up too much. He ain't done nothing.
Yeah, everybody's saying he's the greatest, better than Nick Saban.
Everybody's saying that. One person saying that.
Skip Bayless has said it. Now Colin Cowherd come back out and said it too.
Okay.
So it's more than one person.
Oh, Skip Bayless needs a job.
Yeah, he does.
Don't brother.
Let's talk about Bama. Clint, what do you think?
Well, we talked about a little bit about that last night. I'm not really for sure. I guess Tua starts the game, and Bama will win by a couple of touchdowns.
You think Tua
You're
will
favored
start?
by more than that.
I think so.
So you think only? What do you think?
What are they favored by, Jim?
28.
28.
Well, let's go 28 points.
What about it, Coach?
I'm worried about the secondary. They got some young people. Think about it. Who's going to play? I mean, one guy in the secondary that played a lot last year. So I'm worried about it. They're going to throw it. They're going to throw it all over the field. But
First Street says that we'll score 45, 50 points a game. According to Jerry Lawler, ain't that right, Dusty?
I hope we don't need that, because I can't go through no 50 to 48s. I can't do that.
All right, Zack, what's your final prediction?
I say 41-14.
41-14. Is there any chance Zack can get run over on the sideline?
I hope so.
We're trying our best.
There he is now on the field. Only time I ever got run over at a game was at a practice. It was a spring game. Brooks High School. Keith Davis was with me, the Swami himself. Glory them's on the other side. Got my car. I've told y'all this before. I rolled all the way down, run over by Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roach.
Lucky we didn't get hurt.
Every coach has been run over at one time or other. I'm telling you, it happens.
All right, well, good luck tonight. We'll be seeing you guys each and every week up
Hey,
here.
man, everybody tonight, the game's at 7 o'clock. You might want to get there early. It should be a big crowd. And kind of sort of off the subject, I didn't mean to say it, but I'm going to say it. Been a lot of discussion, a lot of things you see on the news about Hazel Green High School, about the principal and what's going on there. But they had a guy, well, I started teaching school back in 97. And my neighbor was a guy by the name of Quinn Hedden. He's a doctor now, so he's Dr. Quinn Hedden. They just hired him as their new principal. A very, very outstanding individual, very, very, very good guy. So they didn't go wrong by hiring that guy to replace him.
All right, way to get out there, Clint.
Thanks, sir.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Y'all hang on.
How much?
And good morning. Again, let's quickly go over that weather forecast. We have rain in the forecast, that's for sure, and 80% chance of rain today. We're about 69, 70 degrees outside. Not too bad. Get out and enjoy while you can. Keep an umbrella close. Tomorrow, 80% of those scattered thunderstorms and rain as well, with 87 for the high. And then Saturday drops down to about 50 according to the Weather Channel, 88 for the high, and then dried out weather just in time for church on Sunday. We'll see you at Lindsay Lane.
Oh, yeah, special day today. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
speaking of Lindsay Lane, I got another birthday gift this present, shout out this morning. Happy birthday. Have a great day. You put this WDE on here. I'm thinking that, I don't know what that means, but from Danny Crawford.
Danny Crawford.
Roll Tide, ain't it? I mean, that's another, ain't that another, ain't that another
That's
thing
from an
for
Auburn
Roll
fan,
Tide?
hon.
Yeah.
Poor
All right, Dusty
Eagle.
D. Lauderdale, Don, thank y'all for stopping by this morning to pay me a visit. So anyway,
Happy birthday.
good to have you up here.
Now I have to put you in the category of being respectful of my elders, right?
Well, he just asked me a good question. Well, I go, Dusty, stand over during the break, and Dee said, well, you know, do you ever think you'd be 65? I said, well, the last time I looked, I was 50, celebrating my 50th anniversary next door. Then I'm over here doing 65, but I'm as old as you are now.
Goes
Yeah, you
by
are.
so quick.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
How old are you, Don?
82.
82.
82.
See how much hope you guys have?
82.
Go to the gym all
Just
the
look
time.
at us getting wiser.
Huh?
We're getting wiser.
Yeah.
We seem to do that as we get older, don't we? Or
I
should.
don't know. That ain't worked on me.
Is that right?
You're supposed
That ain't worked on
to.
me. Tell us what's going to happen down at Lindsay Lane Baptist Church this Sunday. I know a special day you got planned.
Yeah, we've got the tailgate Sunday. Everybody's going to be wearing their colors and for their favorite team, and we're going to have some donuts and things like that celebrating. No connect groups this Sunday, so we're going to be outside. Hopefully the weather will be good. We'll be outside and just having a good time, you know, fellowshipping, and then we'll have our service at 10:30.
Now, will you still be wearing a Bama shirt during service?
I will. I will.
Just checking. I'm just checking, man.
I suppose you guys will be
I'll
wearing
take
your
my
red
Nick
shoes.
Saban hat off probably, but I'll still be wearing my shirt.
All right, D, what you been doing lately? That's the first time you've been on the show in
You talking
months.
about being outside? I saw something Sunday I've never seen before in my life. We went to church at the Floribama.
Yeah, we've been there. I loved it.
400 people sitting
lot
there
of
in
people.
90-degree heat, and ain't nobody complaining about
Is that
it.
right?
Right.
It's the most amazing thing.
Did you go
I've ever-
first or second service?
Second service. Went to, of course, in the hottest part of the day. I didn't get up
We
and
always
go.
went to the early
11
one.
Yeah.
o'clock. I bet that was hot.
Oh, it was brutal, man.
Yeah, there ain't no air in there.
No, none. There's fans that work from about me to you, and we weren't. But I did appreciate the fact that they issue a church fan when you come in, and there's a guy walking around with a bottle of water, and he'll make sure you have one.
Were they still cooking omelets and stuff down there?
No, I didn't see it if they were. They could have been. It was really interesting. I've been talking to the pastor a little bit, just trying to learn, because I don't understand how it works, because there's no reason it should work. And
Well, at
this-
Easter they had what?
They had 3,000?
3,000?
yeah, they put a big tent up on the
nice.
beach for that one.
Yeah.
And so they're doing two
And I
services.
think they baptized
you know,
them in the ocean.
400 people a service or whatever, and it was.
Pretty neat.
Oh,
Yeah.
It
huge.
is
We did a
really
whole
neat.
30-minute thing at the time. We were there a couple years ago. So, Don, you've been through a few birthdays.
82.
Do they get easier?
I don't think so.
Or are you just thankful for the
I
next
don't
one?
think so.
Let's get quicker.
But I'm
don't we?
grateful.
Yeah. Well, you stay pretty active too.
Oh, yeah.
Always. So, all right, D, what do you think about the football Bama? We've been talking about getting ready for football season this
Did you
year.
hear what Herb Street said about it?
About
Yes.
scoring.
45
points
50
again.
Yeah, that if Tua plays, that he was going to apologize to all of
You
college
didn't get on that
football.
Cherry Lawler message board yesterday. I mean, Dusty.
Oh, it took a while.
Yeah, I think they've got a chance to be really, really good. I'm anxious to see some of the other teams in the SEC to see who surprises us. Everybody keeps talking about Missouri going to be good, and I don't know.
Mississippi State's supposed to be good.
Yeah, they are too. So, anybody heard anything about Auburn?
Do you
We'll
think
find
any
out
of them are
Saturday.
gonna say anything
You'll,
about
it?
you'll know how good they are Saturday, having to play Washington out of the gate. You'll know real quick how good
Ooh,
they
Brad's
are.
an Auburn fan, and he said they're going to lose by 10.
Anything else that we need to know?
Probably right.
Anything we need to know about Lindsay Lane, Dusty? Everything going according to plan?
Going quarter plan. We have a start in our leadership classes September the 9th, so Sunday night. So we're starting those and some other classes. So we're excited about the vision that we cast in August. Catch the vision.
When's our new
catch it.
church opening?
I don't know yet. Talking about Lindsay Lane North?
Yeah.
We're in the process of looking and launching.
I want to tell everybody, if you're not in a Connect group, y'all need to consider it because we meet at 9 o'clock and everybody gets together and, you know, like Mr. Smith, who's going through a tough time, has cancer, and the guys in the class are getting together and they're moving him. I mean, if you don't have that church family, you are so missing out on so much.
I got to give a shout out to people, Pete Lamb, everybody's texted me this morning, happy birthday. But yesterday I won this group text message for Jerry Lawler, Wayne White, and Dusty finally. Yesterday afternoon, we get this message from Dusty. Y'all boys need to get a job. I'm busy. I'll see y'all tonight.
The phone kept dinging.
Driving you nuts.
Well, I told about that onus. I said, I don't even know what, I just barely know what that means, you know. Dusty didn't tell me that shorthand idea.
You're the only one of that group that has a real job.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right? The rest of them are retired or just whatever it is he does.
Work 1 hour a week.
Semi-retired, yeah. Well, you get worn out doing the show for all these many years. They want you to come over to
I was coming down Wednesday. He said, no, we don't do it on Wednesday no more.
I said, occasionally I'll do a show on Wednesday. Now I'm just redoing the Wednesday show. So.
Oh, when I started doing the show, you did it at least 4 days a week.
Yeah.
You only took Monday off.
When you first started, we did it 6 days a week.
2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Two.
2 hours a day.
2 hours
6
every
days
day,
a
6
week.
days a week.
Yeah.
Good night.
Monday
What'd you
through
do for
Saturday.
2 hours?
We paid our dues.
We made it work. I had good guests back then. I had good guests back then.
That's some quality, didn't it?
I'm going to bring you my second tamers here in just a moment, too, with Reggie, Coach Skipworth, and Joe. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say?
No. Happy birthday.
Also, this is an anniversary weekend coming up Monday, Labor Day. I'm going to air it in just a little bit. We'll talk over there. It's when my most famous stunt took place in 1980 over at the J.C. Fairgrounds in Huntsville, when I almost defeated the world champion, Victor, the wrestling bear.
You mean when you got beat
How
up
close
by
did you
Victor?
come to winning? That's my question.
No.
Not near close. But I still had a guy down in Dixie Auto Parts today was down there. The old guy walked in. Jamie, that bear beat the hell out of you, didn't he? I ain't bringing that up yet, did, but you know, it's every
What
day.
did they expect was going to happen? It was a
It was a
bear.
bear.
Well, back in those days, I tried just about anything. Those days are long.
Long ago, is that what you're saying?
I was like 26, 27 years old back then. So anyway, roll tide, boys.
Roll Tide.
All right, see you Sunday. I'll see you Saturday. We got something else going on. We'll take a break. We'll come back with Reggie, the original. Coach Skipworth, if you get off the phone, texting Joseph. And Joseph, tell us what's going on. Y'all hang on.
And
Let's be quiet listening to what Dusty and them are talking about in the center of the room. Yeah, Coach Skipworth, Reggie, Joseph back with us as always on a Thursday here. Reggie, what's new with you?
I'll tell you what, big things are happening. I'll tell you what, right now it seems like you have 2 or 3 chances in your life where you have a chance to make a decision that's life-changing, and more importantly, you can hopefully help to change other people's lives. And I'm at that transitional point in my life right now, so hopefully I'll have a big announcement for you guys that I'll make here on the J.B. Cooper Show within the next week or so.
Well,
now, wait a minute. You've been popping up on Facebook that there's a move possibly in store for you.
That's correct.
And you're getting everybody all upset and you're leaving us.
I appreciate my friends
Mojo
supporting
says
me.
he's going with you.
Right. You know, it's room for everybody, but it's like I said, you have 1 or 2 moments in your life where you have an opportunity to make a decision that will not only affect your life, but hopefully influence others in a more positive, area.
When you make this move, how does it affect me positively?
I'll keep you posted.
We'll get back to that in a minute. Speaking of pie, Joe, I forgot to ask you Tuesday. When you did your thing the other day on the, what was the speech you had to give at work?
The
crucial conversation.
Yeah, crucial conversation like this I'm having right now while I'm doing a live show.
Well, do we have 2 minutes for me to tell a quick story? It went really good. And later that same day, I'm coming up the hallway, and one of the guys that was in the room, not one on my team that gave the presentation, he goes, hey, you did a good job on y'all's presentation. I said, thank you. I said, so you didn't go to sleep? He said, no. He said, in fact, he said, can I ask you something? He said, have you ever been like a minister or a pastor or something?
Or on TV?
And I said, no. I said, why? He said, well, I was very entertained and engaged by your portion of the presentation. He said, you had everybody captivated. And I said, well, thank you. I appreciate that. So,
Did you sign him up for acting lessons?
well, Carissa said, well, did you tell him you were an actor? And I said, well, no, because then he would have thought that I was just acting and not really giving the
Did you tell
presentation.
your television personality in Athens, Alabama?
No, I didn't tell him.
Did you tell him you're an
See, you always
interesting
get
guy?
the good stuff.
No, I just said, well, thank you.
Hey, I want you to know
Humble,
today,
humble.
since you've left the program and been here on a regular basis, Joseph turns urine into water for a real job. Well,
For
you know that.
astronauts.
But we make our own now, and there's some over in the refrigerator if you want to try it.
We need someone to test
It's called
it.
Me P2. There's a name of it on here. Yeah. We haven't bottled it quite yet, but it's the yellow looking stuff that's in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
It's got a good taste to it, don't it, Greg?
Yeah.
A little bitter.
Now,
Tastes like Tang.
unfortunately, Joseph has had to test the water that
Yeah.
they've changed. Weren't you scared to do that?
No. Well, I mean, I had already tested the water in the lab, and I knew it was cleaner than the water in the water fountain.
Okay.
So if it's cleaner than that water, I'm not
So
afraid.
you'd rather drink out of a urinal than drink out of the water fountain?
No, it's not
After
out
it's
of a
gone through the
urinal.
process.
Are there any car shows this weekend?
Yeah, you want me to go
Yeah,
through
go
all
ahead.
those now? There's a ton. I'll try to go through them as quick as I can. Okay, Saturday, September the 1st, Cars and Coffee at Books A Million. That's right there on Memorial Parkway. That's sponsored by Tennessee Valley Sports Car Club of America and Twickenham Auto Club. Also, if you want to drive up to Nashville, it's the Cars and Coffee. That's up in Franklin. Then also on Saturday in Elkton, Tennessee, this is a charity show for the St. Jude Children's Hospital, music, food, games. That'll be a good one. And then I think there was a couple others. There we go. Sunday afternoon, there's a 3rd annual Thin Blue Line. This is a charity ride to sponsor for fallen police officers, fallen heroes and their families. So that's really good. And then all weekend, Saturday and Sunday, is down in Coleman, is the 22nd annual Sweet Tater Festival at Smith Lake Park. You ever been to that, Jamie? Sweet Tater Festival? I never have.
I never heard of it, but I know they grow a bunch of sweet taters
They
over
sure
that
do.
way.
They have a
Is it
little
Chandler
Labor
Mountain?
Day,
Is that where they get
I think that's where
Where
John
Leon
goes.
go get all them sweet potato stuff. It's over in Coleman somewhere.
It's in Coleman.
That's like potato capital of the world.
Joan
Yeah.
swears by them. She loves them.
So anyway, get out and enjoy the show. Is it going to be raining Saturday?
Saturday, there is a 50% chance, so I'm
Yeah,
saying no.
well.
I'm kind of occupied. I won't be at no tater festival.
That's right.
All right, Coach Skipworth, what's happening track-wise?
Well, we had our first meet at the Pepsi Challenge down in Moulton, and we did really well. I got 2 new girls yesterday, so I have enough for a girls team because my 3 girls I had finished all in the top 5.
Oh, good.
So, and I was really surprised by the 7th and 8th grade boys who hadn't run at all this past year and took part in the practices this summer.
good.
And they ran varsity times. They're just off scoring, and that's amazing. And I tell kids, the clock is a digital device that doesn't lie. So if you ran 6 minutes slower than you have been, that's because you didn't work hard. Unless you're running with a
No
cast
way
on.
to cheat it. All right.
I had a guy who blew a tendon in his toe after the first mile, and he ran it fast enough to only be a minute slow after the injury. And Dr. Boyette told him he didn't understand how he was able to finish the race based on the severity of the injury.
That's dedication.
That is.
Yeah.
All right, hey, let's change subject a little bit. Tell me about what's your view on this Zack Smith doing that tweet yesterday about Feinbaum and McMurphy?
Zack is a dumpster fire. Okay, we talk a lot locally about the situation in Tanner this past year. Zack makes that look like heaven.
Right.
Okay.
We're talking about the Ohio State situation.
Yeah.
Now he said, I can't believe they'd bring my 2 kids. Nobody brought your kids in. He brought his kids in.
He brought the kids in. He brought his mother in, his mother-in-law. It's a shame because the only victim that we keep failing to talk about is his ex-wife.
Now, what do you see happening the rest of the year with Urban Meyer and Ohio State?
This is going to be a slow drip all year, and a couple of guys, including Paul, have said that Urban might leave Ohio State this year, which is possible.
Wow.
But he's an arrogant individual.
That's what Feinbaum calls him.
Yeah, he has that hubris, that megalomaniacs have, and he'll probably coach somewhere.
Yeah, I've never wanted to talk about myself.
So why in the world? So this is what the world's
Y'all hurry
come
up, I got
to.
something to
That everyone now all of a sudden we're protecting abusers.
That's just
Because
how
it
we-
affects the program, and there's a
Football's
certain
more important
there's
than
a certain
meeting
segment
people.
at every school in the nation, regardless of Division III or Division I, who no matter what, it's all about the
game.
sport,
That's sad.
keeping it real. So.
Hey, we have a special guest showing up this coming Tuesday. Sheriff Mike Blakely, y'all may have heard of him before. He got his old-fashioned political rallies for everybody
It is.
next Saturday. Starting at 5 o'clock out at the arena, live music, food, pony rides.
They're gonna
Go
feed.
stew.
They're gonna feed us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
gonna be-
Good.
Governor, are you going to be there?
Speaking of feeding,
Possibly.
y'all know I was almost bear meat one time in my life.
Yeah.
Now, Reggie,
Right? We talked about this.
Invited anyway.
this was, I think, 1980, out at the, when the fairground was out there now where the old mall's right in that area somewhere. So naturally, we're going live. I've told this story 1,000 times. I'll tell it 1,001. That's one of my all-time greatest hits, doing the Country Rover story. The most famous one, and probably the most stupid one I ever did. But it's always, a few people in the world would actually ever try to do this.
Yeah, they're smart.
So we go out there, Victor, the wrestling bout. It's Labor Day weekend.
Now,
I
you
think
actually
it's the month.
didn't think you were going to you were going to wrestle him. You were going to stay away from them.
Well, I was confident.
You were
You
going to
was
stay
gonna
away
do the
from
ropey dope.
I was going to do the
Yes.
rope-a-dope. I was going to do the chicken,
The
Danny
bear was
Rooster
never
type
going to
deal.
touch
Just
you.
run around.
Run around.
You was kind of wiry
How'd
back
that
then.
go, D?
Yes, he was.
Not too good. Let's leave our mics open as you roll the video, Brad, where everybody can comment and do a commentation on this. Right? Kelly Cooper, by the way, Kelly Scripps, she's back in the studio. When I say Kelly,
That's who you're talking
and it's
Back
so
to
happened
you.
oh, here it is. Here's the way it starts. I touch his nose.
Whose robe is that?
Look, that's my brother. Look, I touch his robe. He's on a log chain. Look. With his left paw, he jerks me down. Now I'm up. I'm gonna stay away from this dude because he weighs about 2,000 pounds.
Man, he came at you.
Body slam.
What happened to your cat-like reflexes?
They were sloth-like.
By this time, I'm already moaning and complaining, Reggie. I'm saying, get him off of me, get him off. He is scaring the living hell out of me.
He's all over you like a cheap suit.
Yeah. That dude.
Did he have good breath?
Fresh breath.
Was he growling right there, or was he just kind of making noise?
I think,
he's just
he was mauling me to death, Joseph. Can't you see what was happening?
Was he declawed?
Oh, gosh, yes. Or else Dave would be dead.
You crazy? I'm that stupid. You
Man.
know that bear in Yellowstone? That's about the size he was.
Yeah, I bet.
Finally, it seems like 10 minutes has gone by. Everybody says, I say, get him off. I get up, check that suit out. My brother's
Look at that
dressing something.
waistline.
Yeah. He wouldn't give me a chance. Some idiot hollers, do it again. And I say,
Hey, D.
D.
D, we're going
D.
to show you your wrong side.
So, that.
My goodness.
God, big
It
bad
was
Reggie.
all over him, wasn't it?
It was over in a second.
I don't know what to say about that. That was not your most shining moment, was it?
Well, it really was.
All right.
It really was.
How do you think you would have done? Would you have been held up better than that?
I would have did. I don't know. no, I don't think so, man. That bear was all
Bear
over.
Bryant's the only person I've
I
ever
don't
known
think
to
so.
ask wrestle bear. People talk about it.
Right.
I'm the only person in the history of television ever
Don't knock yourself
to
out with
wrestle
the mic.
a bear on live television.
So that was live that day.
Yes.
Wow.
So it could have really gone bad.
It could have went
or
south
worse.
quick.
It could have gone much worse than it did. I mean, it could have gone
Yes.
worser.
Definitely worse, sir.
So,
But you never thought about running out of the ring. You were in it.
running, where the hell do you think I was going to go?
Well, I'm
He
just
was on
saying.
top of me.
He had you down, didn't he?
Run, okay, that's a smart one, Joe. Where was I going to run
I
to?
mean, like slip out from under the ropes or
Bears
something.
are,
Slip out
bears
from
are
under
pretty
him.
quick.
He had you. That's funny. Well, I'm glad you didn't get injured bad. Still here today.
My most famous stunt. Thank all y'all for sticking with me through the years.
Live and
Who would have
kicking.
ever
Many
thunk it? I'd be
years.
65 years old.
Ooh-wee.
So, how many years in the business now?
45. This is my 45th.
45
I was
years.
20 years old. I
My
tell everybody
goodness.
I brought home, I paid once a month. The money I brought home then is what my cable bill is now monthly. So I never amounted to
Close,
much,
yeah.
but what I amounted to sure did add up in a hurry, I can tell you
You've
that.
had fun doing it.
65. I ain't done yet. I just
Had a
ain't
lot
doing
of
no more
fun.
stunts like that. But we will go back and read it. So with that said, thank all the people for texting this morning. Happy birthday. Send money would be most appreciated.
No
65 years old, so thank y'all for me and my friend. I'm going to go out on this 60. Joe, you got the crap out of
Huh? No, I was just.
I don't
He's overcome.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm quitting or anything.
No.
Yet.
Yeah.
But the day will come to when it will be all over, and I'll just be running meat from a long time ago. Maybe sooner than everybody thinks, or maybe me too. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go out with my favorite music video of all time. It's nice to be 65 and have a young wife, I'll tell you that. Life is worth living. Thank all of y'all. I'll see y'all in another 65 years. Bye. I'm out of here.
Girl, you've always had an eye for a drifter, and you've been left behind more than a time or two. You're headed down that road again, same old street, same dead end. Turn around, it's time to face the truth. You need a rock, not a rolling stone. You need a heart that you can depend on. Undying love, steady and strong. You need a rock and not a rolling stone. So find yourself someone to hold forever. Stand alone and keep you safe and sound.